Hello, I'm Mark with Rocky International. I'm here to show you the standard setup and training on a Q-9 carpet cutting machine, and we'll be going through the steps from maintenance and training to actual use of the machine. Okay, once you receive your machine, you'll notice in this pocket you have a foot cable, and on the foot cable there'll be two ends on it. You stretch the foot cable out and it'll come down to this end. And this first eye bolt goes in here, and you follow the cable and you have a quick clip that you just clip there and the cable through. You'll go here and you'll have a quick clip and the cable will come underneath the foot. You open the control box, you'll have a quick clip here which operates the foot switch. You'll have another quick clip right about here. Install the one here. And then you simply take the end of the cable and you just take it, put it in the hole, and you just give it a pull. Then you just sit there and spin that till it's tight. And what you want to be able to do is touch the floor with it and you can hear it click. All right, our next steps will be, we're going to lock the machine to the floor. There's a wrench in your compartment. You just pull it out and that wrench will look like this. And our next thing you'll notice, on each four corners, we have a pad. And on these pads, this wrench fits. Okay, you just continue to tighten this down. And you'll put just a little bit of weight on it. What you want to do is wiggle that wheel. You see that? Get just a little bit of weight on that wheel. You don't want it up in there, you want just a little bit of the weight off. You do that to all four corners. Right, with your machine, you're going to receive a 50-foot air hose. And the air hose, one end of it's going to hook to your compressor. And then the next end will hook inside to the machine to right into here. You'll take this end of the air hose, you'll have a pull down jacket. Simply push it up, pull the jacket down, push, and it's installed. Along with your machine, you're going to get a 30-foot extension cord. It's a 220 15 amp. And this end right here, it goes into the bottom of this. And just simply plug it in. And when you're not using the machine, we just want to make sure it's unplugged. Okay, next we're going to talk about just the basic components of the machine. Right here you have the load rollers. That's where your main roller goes on. You have a dump safety latch here. These are your eyes for keeping the roll straight. And this is your counterweight and wheel. And here you have the cutter safety bar that goes up and down. And this is your control panel. This is a blow gun to keep the machine clean. This is your take-up side. This is where the rolls come into on this side. This is a dump latch for the take-up side. And over here is your foot cable that starts and stops the machine. This is the keypad. And if you notice, when it's lit up, it'll say enter password. You simply want to hit clear, 4, 3, 2, 1, and enter. That brings you into the main screen. Once you enter your password, now you'll be able to operate the machine. You have the control panel up here with the switches. Each switch does one function. On the very top left, you have a roll improver, which operates right here. It raises that side, or it raises this side and pulls. Then you have this roller here. You can close and open. Now you have this side here. It also opens and it closes. That's your dump. All right, you have a speed control right in the center, and what that does, you can either go real slow or fast on it. You have two directional switches. The left directional switch operates this roller. The right directional switch operates this roller. In the center, you'll have a jog button. Then you have a carriage auto manual control, which operates the electronic eyes. And if you notice, it moves the carriage either one way or the other. And then you have an e-stop button. The e-stop button should always be pulled out. You should always unplug the machine. Okay, on your carriage controls, this here will bring it to you, and then it'll move away from you as the carpet travels. And once it sits in the right place, it'll sit still for you. All right, now I'm going to show you the keypad operation. If you notice on the very top here, it'll say cut 1, it says 22 feet. If we can actually scroll up, this has up to 9, and it goes back to 1. And each one of them, you can actually put any footage you want. And say if I wanted 13 foot, you hit enter. If I wanted 25 foot, I'd hit clear, put in 25 foot, and hit enter. And you could do this on any of them. So if I wanted 13.6, 13.06, and enter. And you can pre-program up to 9 cuts on this. On your bottom line, it says carpet 1, 0. This is actually the counter, and that operates, it counts as carpet goes across the counter wheel. And we have down here, you have carpet 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Now these are typically used. Carpet 1, you just use that for most general carpet. Carpet 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 you can use for extra thick Berbers or an action backed, or some of the sheet goods needs a special calibration. And when you get to that point, you can look in your owner's manual and you can call the 1-800 number and we can walk you through entering more calibration settings. These buttons here are the carriage, and this actually runs the carriage down away from you and then brings the carriage back to you. That works along with this switch. Now all this button does is the clear count. So before you get started, you always want to make sure that's on 0 and always hit the clear count. Now the auto run feature is simply what it says. It's an auto run feature. You turn it on, the machine will continue to turn, and any button will turn it off. All right, you want to install your carpet. You want to get it up to the edge of this belt or thereabouts, anywhere in here, and you want the carpet to be in there or your sheet goods to be. You need it to look just like this. It has to roll off the bottom. You always measure off the back, never off the face of it. Okay, and as you want to bring the carpet up, simply using the jog button, and we want to bring it up to the cut line. We want to put the counter weight down onto the carpet, and then we're going to enter our cut into our menu. All right, you want to set your measurement. Say if I wanted to cut this piece of carpet at 9 feet 3 inches, I'd hit 903, hit enter. And then I want to make sure I zero my counter out. And when it comes to 9'3", this will slow down and stop. All right, once you've got your measurement in, you want to put both the roller controls in a forward position. And you want to just touch your jog button. You want to advance the carpet into the rollers just past your halfway point. And at that point, we want to close the cradle about 3/4 of the way. And you want to see where it's tucked up just a little bit when you start making your rolls. Okay, the machine will stop at 9'3" it'll slow down, then stop at 9'3". And at that point, you're ready to make your cut. You want to put your cutter safety bar down, and this is your cutter. You simply go arrow this way, it'll take it down that way. Once you're through the carpet, stop. And the cutter will cut both ways. Once you make the cut, you just simply raise the bar, and there's your cut line. Nice straight cut. Okay, our next procedure is going to be a roll balance. Now to roll balance, we want to take our carpet and bring up to the center of our counter wheel. And that counter wheel is right here. We want to bring it to the center. We want to zero our counter out. And the procedure is the same once we do that. start our roll balance. And what this would do is we run this roll out. We started here, we'll finish here because that last piece of carpet is going to come off right here. And whatever this counter says will be accurate. All right, next I'm going to show you how to do a reverse roll. The carpet will be in, again, it's top up. Put our rollers in forward. And we want to get this on top of our core. And we're going to close our roller. And we want this one in reverse. And we simply just start our roll. And you have a reverse roll. Okay, a couple of the key features on this machine. We have an eye here and eye here. If you watch the carpet as it comes up, it'll come up to these two eyes. And what this does is keep that roll square as it goes across an eye. It'll adjust back and forth. This will help keep your roll. It'll stay between these two eyes. It'll keep this roll where this is cone. It'll keep it straight over here. Okay, the next feature we're going to talk about is the roll improver. What the roll improver does, if you twist it and turn it, you'll notice away from us is going uphill. That carpet's moving in that direction. You can do this end, and it brings it back the other way. One of the nicest features about this is the auto run feature. You can put your carpet in, and once you get your roll started, you can actually just hit the go auto run. And this will slow down and stop by itself. Nicer features of the machine is we have a foot control switch. You can come over this side and you can operate the machine simply by stepping on the switch, turn it on and off anywhere around the machine. All right, maintenance is an important part of maintaining your machine. Keeping your machine clean and free of debris around the chains and the rollers. You don't want any tape around them. We supply a little blower hose where you can blow the machine off, the eyes out, and keep around your machine nice and clean. And next we're going to show you how to clean out inside the box, but first you always want to make sure you unplug it. Once you unplug the machine, there's a latch right behind the keypad on the back side. You simply raise it and you can open the door. You have a blow gun here. You can reach in here and you blow this out, and you can blow this out as well. You have here a clutch. It's got two springs. You want to take the blow gun and just blow that out on a regular basis. And ever so often you want to do cutter maintenance is real simple. You want to take the disc off, if it be once a week, every 2 weeks, once a month, and make sure. That's your disc. It's got a little hole on top, and that's where it came off. It's got a little spring. And here's your blade. And got a little hole in there. If you just stick that in there, and this should be part of your maintenance. If you cut a lot, you may want to do it once every couple of weeks. If you don't cut very often, maybe once every couple of months. Flip it over. And put your shoulder washer back on. And then the bolt back on. And the reason you're doing this is because this thing only sharpens on one side. It keeps it sharp just like a knife. And just put that back on. And you just want to take this and give it a turn. And you can see the blade spin just a little bit, and that's perfectly enough. And the same with this one. You just want to pull it down, and it will actually stop when it's far enough. And by doing that, you've completed the cutter maintenance on the machine. I hope this operational and maintenance video will help you a lot in getting jump started on your machine. And always remember, when you're done, make sure you unplug the machine.